Are you thinking about investing in Google Ads for your MSP? Are you wondering what an adequate budget is? In today's video, we're going to talk about just that. So let's dive right in. So I know I'm a marketer and what I'm about to say might be received poorly by MSPs, but the number one crime I see that pretty much dooms MSP ad campaigns from the start is just underspending. And in this video, we're going to talk about why. So I've pulled up the Google Keyword Planner here, which is a tool that Google gives us that allows us to look up data and get some estimates for our campaigns. And I've pulled up 3 keywords here: managed IT, IT support for small business, and IT services for small business. And you can kind of see those here. It'll give us some average monthly search forecasts, some competition level, things like that. But then is also going to give us a top of page bid low range and a top of page bid high range. We can see that these keywords have a roughly $15-$20 low bid range for those, and then on the high end it's in the $50 to $75 range for those keywords. So kind of keep those numbers in mind for a second, and we're gonna open up this scratch pad here and just kind of want to talk to you real quick about basically conversion rates. So a good starter conversion rate, and one you can expect for your ad campaigns, is around 2.5%. And at a 2.5% conversion rate, that's one conversion every 40 clicks. And if you optimize your account, you might be able to get a good 5% conversion rate. A top tier, which has a lot of things going right outside of the control of the ad account, would be more like a 10%. But this is a good 2.5% conversion rate is a good thing to kind of base your estimates for your campaign off of. So Google is never going to spend more than 2 times your daily budget. And kind of the most common budget I see or hear of people talking about spending when they're not getting what they want out of their ad account is in this $1,000 to $2,000 a month range. And that's just not enough to run a successful good Google Ads campaign. Because we looked at click prices being in that $50 to $75 range at the high end, and if you've got a $75 high end top of page bid estimate and you're running $1,000 a month Google ad campaign, your maximum bid isn't even able to participate in an auction that runs up to $75 for a click. So you just can't even participate in them. And at a $2,000 a month range, you're basically you're able to participate in them with your maximum bid, but you're not even hitting them one of those clicks per day. And as you start to get a little bit higher, if you think about a $75 click, which is a competitive auction, you're starting to get in that range when you get more the $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month range. But just too many MSPs are in this $1,000 to $2,000 a month budget for their Google ad campaigns, and that's just not enough. You're just not going to get in competitive auctions. And if you think about auctions and looking at a week, like a 7-day, 24-hour a day thing, some of the most likely times for people to convert are Mondays and then Thursday and Friday afternoons. But leads come in all the time. There's hot times of the week, but they can come in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But when you're thinking about a Monday, a competitive bid might be $75, and I see clicks sometimes run up as high as $200 on those real peak times of high buying intent and a well-tuned ad account where the bidding algorithms are dialed in on what they should be bidding aggressively on. That's I see clicks sometimes as high as 200, and at that a $3,000 a month budget is not even able to hit that bid price on a max bid, and you can only get about one of those clicks on a $5,000 a month budget. That said, that's a high range competitive bid. Not all auctions are going to be like that, but so just thinking about that though, and we're talking about individual clicks here. So when you start looking at bare minimum, to get a click with a 2.5% conversion rate, you need 40 clicks. At $75 a click, you're looking at $3,000 just to get kind of like one conversion on one of those more competitive auctions. On one of the more lower, more reasonably priced clicks at $25 a click, you're looking at 40 clicks for $1,000. So those are just bare minimum estimates for kind of cost per leads, and that's why I kind of tend to see cost per leads a lot of times in the $1,500 to $2,000 cost per lead range, because these click prices, based on conversion rates, things like that, you're starting to get in this $1,500 to $2,000 cost per lead. Obviously if you get your conversion rate up, those numbers can go down because you need less clicks to get a conversion, things like that. Getting to that optimized range to 5% can really help. Top tier range is again something that needs stuff going right outside of the ad account. But realistically, you want about 3 times your estimated kind of competitive auction clicks, so to really run a healthy ad campaign. So if we think about that, 40 clicks, 1 conversion, $75 a click, that's more of a $9,000 a month budget. At the bare minimum with these really more affordable clicks, that's a $3,000 a month budget. And this is generally why I won't even accept a client that's spending less than $3,000 a month, because it's just there's not really a good chance to even generate traction and keep a client happy at less than $3,000 a month of ad spend. And just speaking from experience, the clients that I have that have spent $10,000, $15,000 a month are the ones that tend to generate more results from their advertising accounts, have more satisfaction from their advertising efforts, and really see the value of Google Ads. And kind of one of the main reasons for that is because of budget fatigue. So if you have all these advertisers in here that are just running bare minimum campaigns and running these $1,000, $2,000 a month sort of campaigns, their budgets are fatigued on a Monday after 1 click. They're done for the day. It's a daily budget, and if you're running a $5,000 a month campaign and you've still got budget left in the tank, instead of basically early in the day, the clicks will go at premium prices, $75, $200, because you've got all the advertisers with their daily budgets loaded up, being aggressive on a Monday and going for those clicks. But eventually the smaller advertisers run out of money, and the larger advertisers are able to get basically uncontested auctions, or auctions with a much smaller pool of advertisers whose budgets are also nearing the end of their life as well. So you ironically end up getting a lot more of these $25 a click sort of clicks, or even lower cost than that clicks, from running a campaign that has a more robust $10,000 a month sort of budget, just because of the nature of Google Ads. Hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. We create all sorts of helpful new MSP marketing content to help you generate more leads and grow more revenue and grow your MSP. I'm Hunter Nelson with Tortoise and Hare Software, and thanks for watching.